Bitty, bitty, bitty.
Selena want Puerto Rican. She was Mexican. But the girl that played her Puerto Rican.
That's not the point, though.
J-Lo, she Puerto Rican.
The real artist that she's playing is not Puerto Rican.
But J-Lo ain't Motown either, but she was singing Motown.
What's my name? It says, come on. Oh, yes, I'm here for Foolery Friday. One more time. Oh, yes. Sit back, relax, unwind. What's my name? Oh, yes, I'm here for Foolery Friday. One more time. Oh, yeah. Sit back, relax, unwind. Let's get into it. Hi, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another Foolery Friday. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay? I hope your week has been great. Mine was just fine. Okay? So, I'm not going to keep y'all. Let's just get into it. Alright? Let's just get into it. I got things to do. So, I got a couple of stories here and there. Okay? Like the first story I want to talk about is Kehlani and Christian Walker. Now this have just went viral, honey. Now of course I know who Kehlani is. I didn't know who this Christian Walker was. So apparently Christian Walker, who looks very young by the way, he looks like a young fella. And he is the son of Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker, of course, is a famous football player. And he is also running for some political seat in Georgia. Herschel Walker. Before I get into this story, my Georgie. Herschel Walker is running for some type of political seat, and let me just say that he has been on the campaign trail. It has come out that he has a whole bunch of kids that he don't acknowledge. And he said something during a rally or speech or whatever he was doing. It looked like he was down there in Miss Maybell's basement. I was like, what type of Rotary Club are you at, Herschel? Down there in Side Ditch, small town, Georgia. I didn't see none of us in sight. So he said this. He was talking about the climate change and climate control and, you know, air pollution and all this. And this, quote, what Herschel Walker said. Down there in Miss Maybell's basement, I think it may have been a total of 25 people in that. Child, Miss Maybell, what did you have them eat, girl? What did you make them? He says this. Since we don't control the air. Now that's how he started out. Y'all hang with me. I get to his son's story in a minute. Since we don't control the air, our good air decided to flow over to China's bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air get to move. So it moves over to our good airspace. Then now we got to clean that back up. Herschel, I'm gonna need for you to sit down. Georgia! Georgia! This is who you got running for a political seat. Now people are saying that, you know, he is suffering, that he is suffering from CTE that come from playing football and taking blows to the head. And maybe that's why this speech isn't making much sense. Then if that's the case, he don't need to be running for office. This man is going to be making decisions. And he's talking about China's good air, bad air, our good air, going over there to move over there to China's bad air. Herschel will need for you to sit down over there in Miss Mabel's base. So his son, Christian Walker. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know that was Herschel Walker's son. Apparently, he's very opinionated when it comes to political views. He is a conservative young man, a Republican, just like his dad. And apparently, he has a huge problem with Starbucks hanging up the pride flags. Like it's throwing him into a frenzy. So this particular day, Christian went through the Starbucks line. He turns on the camera. He's on Twitter fussing about how Starbucks still have the pride flags still up. He said, it's been 13 days. It's been 13 days. It's time to take them down. Pride month is over. You need to put up the American flag. So he's having a fit. Yelling, screaming. First of all, Christian, if you have a problem with Starbucks and what's inside their store, why are you in their line? Why are you giving money to something that obviously you have a problem with? While you sucking down your Frappuccino or whatever you got. I don't understand that. That's just like, in these parts, in these neck of the woods, I have seen a many of suspicious flags. But let's just say I've seen a many of rebel flags. Okay? Now let's say there's a rebel flag store, which there isn't, not in my neck of the woods. But let's just say it was. And I turned the camera on and I'm screaming and yelling and talking about how this is offensive. Take it down. I don't like it. And then I go inside said rebel flag store after I done threw a fit. Carrying on. Cutting the shine. And I go and buy one. I want somebody to knock me into the next existence because I done lost my mind. So this young man, Christian Walker, is just going off. Now, lo and behold, in front of him is Kehlani. And she sees him messing with his phone and fidgeting with his phone. And she's like, oh, Lord. She's aware of this young man. Because apparently he's very well known on TikTok and social medias having these rants. So she tells the Bartista whom he is. He is behind there. He's having a fit. He's talking about, you know, the flags. And so she says, listen, he's coming up. Just beware. He seems a little agitated. Why she do that, child? Christian that got out of his car. He gets out of his car. And he confronts Kehlani. Of course, with the camera on. And he's like, ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, why are you telling the Bartista that I'm the a-hole from TikTok? Ma'am, why are you telling him that? Now, when I heard the video, before I even seen who this Christian Walker was, I was like, who is that talking? Is that a Karen? I thought it was a Karen. Kehlani sitting in her vehicle. Meanwhile, she's on the phone with her therapist. All this is going on, and she's having a virtual therapy session. So, she handled it perfectly. She didn't say a word. She just looked at him like, here he go. She kind of tips her head, and she's like, So she says that's the story that happened. That, you know, he sees her as a liberal and, you know, he's not for the liberals. And if she would have reacted the way that he wanted her to react, it would have blew up. Like, it already blew up. But that's the reaction that he wanted. Her to scream and yell at him and all this. But he didn't get that reaction whatsoever. Christian Walker, I'm going to need for you to calm down, okay? I understand you have your views. I understand you have your opinions. But, honey, you got the right one that day. What if you would have got out that car and Kehlani would have been like, screw my therapy session, screw my, you know, being a celebrity. We're about to box. You just can't be walking up to somebody's car. I don't care who it is. Did y'all see that video? I know y'all seen it. Ma'am, child, at least he said ma'am, child. Christian, I'm gonna need for you to calm down just a little bit, honey. Just calm down. It's okay. It's alright. I'm gonna need for everybody to calm down. Y'all, it's hot. It's too hot. Okay? It's too hot for the foolishness. Let's move on. Congratulations? Question mark? Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are having a baby boy through surrogacy. Now, apparently they were planning all this, the surrogate, before Khloe found out that Tristan was already blowing somebody's back out by the name of Mary Lee. Now, y'all remember Mary Lee? She got that old lady's name, the one that like she make a clean cornbread. Mary Lee also, that name, it sounds like that she would sell Avon to my mama. She had Avon sales, Mary Lee, or Mary Kay. So we all know that story. Tristan done got Mary Lee pregnant. She done had her baby. All this. They went through a surrogacy. Apparently, Khloe and Tristan are still broken up. And the reason why the surrogacy and all this is because Khloe wants her daughter to have the same father. Even though it's Tristan Thompson, who can't keep his legs shut for nothing, who can't keep his ping dry for nothing. But you still want to have a child with this man. Even if it is through surrogacy. Hey, they grown. You like it? I love it. See, I want Khloe to find love. I want Khloe to get a hug. I want Khloe to find whatever she is needed. Because, see, honey, she needs something. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown, child star. We've known him from That's So Raven. Real cute little fella. But as we've known in the past that he has been having issues. Substance abuse issues, allegedly. So we've heard stories about him being down and out, not looking too well, and Orlando Brown has been saying all kinds of things. Just talking. People looking at him sideways, cross-eyed, cockeyed, like, Orlando, I'm gonna need for you to go somewhere and sit down. You need somebody to talk to. Oh, Funny Marco, the name fits. Had him on his show, I guess podcast, show, whatever. And when I tell you, I will leave a link down below. The tears, my side, I was screaming. This was so funny. Orlando was talking about his music career, where he's been, how he's been. And Funny Marco and him was just feeding off of each other. They were literally feeding off of each other. They were making each other better. Okay? So, it was a point of when Funny Marco says, when was the last time you seen 106 in Park? And so Orlando was like, when it was hot. Just his facial expressions. And so he was like, ha, with little Bow Wow. And so Funny Marco, it clicked. It just, I could see it in his eyes. He was like, oh, I got something here. So he was like, you got a problem with little Bow Wow? And so Orlando says, no, I ain't got no problem. He got some bomb A-P-U-S-S-Y. I almost fell out the way Funny Marco looked. And then the editing people put the sounds of crickets. Well, after he said that, Orlando is like eating some type of bar, some type of energy bar or whatever he was eating, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious. The whole interview was great. Funny Marco is funny. Orlando Brown was hilarious. I'm going to leave it down below so y'all can enjoy. Y'all laugh, honey, because I needed that laugh. It was great. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with Orlando Brown. I really don't, because I don't know why he uttered those words about Lil Bow Wow. Now, people were saying that he got Lil Mama confused with Lil Bow Wow because Lil Mama and Lil Bow Wow look alike. But honey, he was like, no, I meant what I said and I said what I meant. Lil Bow Wow. Y'all throw up a prayer tonight for Orlando Brown, because I don't think that boy quite right. So, speaking of not quite right, Kevin Gates. And speaking of another interview, Kevin Gates was on Young Miami's podcast, TV show, whatever. It's called Carisha Please. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Carisha, Young Miami, is dating Diddy. I thought Diddy was dating JT. So he's dating Young Miami? I can't keep up. So Kevin Gates, whom he is, y'all, I always thought that Kevin Gates was knowing the inside of his jaw. The things that come out of his mouth and the feathers, and he been wearing them scrunchies, and I just never was here for Kevin Gates. Elmo. So he gets on here talking to Young Miami, and y'all, I watched the whole thing. It's an hour. I'll leave the link down below. Kevin Gates was talking about his spiritual journey, him being a Muslim, him being in prison, how he has found himself. And then he starts just talking about his adventures in the bedroom. Now listen, before y'all watch this video, don't have no children in the room. This is 18 above, and some of it is 21 above. I was like, Kevin, now what you doing? Kevin was talking about his activities in the bedroom, and my mouth was open. I was like, and so was Young Miami's. Young Miami's was like, oh, okay. I was like, who is doing all this? Apparently Kevin. But see, Young Miami says that she heard a rumor about said Kevin Gates, that he had been getting it on with his cousin. Kevin Gates said, I sure did. girl. They have been together. He's been blowing out that back. It was good. And then one of his family members, I think it was either his grandma, his great aunt, whatever, said, sugar. I mean, come here. Let me whisper something in your ear. Now, these her people. Her people, our people. We cousins. And so he said, what am I supposed to do? Stop. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And so then he says, listen, it ain't that big of a deal. Well, you know, it didn't matter. It was like we were just third cousins. I said, not the justification of sleeping with the cousin. Come on, David Jimmy. So let me ask y'all something, Sasters family. Let's say you all were involved with someone and you found out later on that it's your cousin. Third, fourth, fifth cousin. Would you still date him or her? Question of the day, child. So Kevin just went on and on and on and on and on about his philosophies of romance, love, cheating. It was a good interview. I enjoyed it, honey. Young Miami is so funny. Just her facial expressions, how she talk, and you know, she got that southern twang. Kevin Gates got that southern twang. So I was here for all of it. All of it. So anyway, I'll leave it down below. Let's move on. I have a troubling story. U.S. Olympian Kim Glass went on her social media to explain what happened to her face. And her face, oh my God, I could barely watch it. Her eye was swollen shut and it was black and blue, and her nose looked like it was broken. It was like a laceration on her nose, and oh my God. But she said that she was out to lunch with her homegirl in downtown LA, and they were saying goodbye to each other. And she seen a homeless man, and it appears he had some type of metal pipe or something in his hand. But she was like, you know, watch out. She was thinking that he was going to damage the vehicle, do some type of vandalism to the vehicle. She had no idea that this man was going to take this pipe and hit her, struck her in her face. Can you imagine how scary that was? Her and her friend, I would have freaked the F out. So, thank the Lord, some bystanders was there, got this man, tackled him to the ground, held him down until the authorities get there. Now, I have heard over a while how the homeless population have been in downtown LA, how they're just camped up in certain areas, how they have attacked people in the past, how they just urinate and defecate just anywhere. Just pull their pants down, broad daylight, and they'll just... I don't know. I never lived in LA. I never been to LA. But something needs to be done if someone can just walk up and assault a stranger with a pipe while leaving for lunch. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm so glad that she, you know, have a positive thing behind it. I would be just shook, rattled. Prayers going up to her. Wishing her a speedy, speedy, speedy recovery. And honey, the people in LA, y'all be careful. Y'all be careful out there. Child, let's move on. All right, let's talk about Orion. Orion is Omarion's brother. Now, we all know the family. The mother is pretty, the father is nice looking, and we know what the boys look like. Okay? Orion, I think, is better looking than Omarion. Orion, listen, okay? He looks like he smells like fresh butter pecan ice cream sprinkled with brown sugar doused with honey. That's what he looks like he smells like. Just a beautiful, beautiful young man. Well, he has an OnlyFans. And apparently he decided to get butt ball naked, then lathered himself up with some cocoa butter. Baby, you can slip and slide in between them thighs, honey. Just be like this. Don't come in my comments. Do not come in my comments. I ain't playing with y'all. Don't do it. We grown. Okay? We don't cuss people out on Fridays. So, he's butt-ball naked and he's doing jumping jacks. This is your OF account. Orion, this is your account. You butt-ball naked doing jumping jacks. Now, I looked. Now, I didn't go into his account. I do not have, an OF account. I did not go look. I just did Google. Google's free. Now, apparently, for $22 a month, you can see Orion doing jumping jacks butt-ball naked. I don't think so. Who paying for this? $22 a month? Why? When in a couple of days, somebody's going to leak it and you can see it for free. For $22 a month, honey, you better be doing jumping jacks over my face. That's all I'm saying. Don't come over here, y'all. Don't come over here. We grown. You think I'm going to pay you? You know what $22 a month can get me? I definitely don't want to see Orion doing jumping jacks, child. Honey, these OF people are making money. That's what happened with, what's that girl's name? Bad Bunny? What was it, y'all? In a year, she made $57 million or something crazy. It'll be a cold day. Sing it with me, y'all. It'll be a cold day. Now, in good news, congratulations. Emmy nominations went out, and honey, Abbott Elementary showed out. Abbott Elementary is hands down one of the best new shows of last year. Best new comedy. It was fantastic. I am so, so, so happy for Quinta. Give this girl her flowers. Fantastic. They were nominated for Outstanding Comedy Series. Shirley Ralph was nominated for Supporting Actress. Janelle James was nominated for Supporting Actress. Quinta Brunson was nominated for Lead Actress. And Tyler James Williams was nominated for Supporting Actor. And I want all of them to win. Even though Shirley Ralph and Janelle James is up against each other. So whoever wins, I will be happy. Because this show is fantastic. I said this on the show a while ago when it first came out. Abbott Elementary is a must watch. And congratulations to all of the other nominees. Okay? Alright, y'all. That's it. I want y'all to have a fantastic weekend. I want y'all to stay safe. And I will see you soon. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends.